In college football, the Utes, they had the bye, but didn't stop them from moving up in the AP Top 25. Utah up one spot to number 14 in the nation. They've got the short week this week. They'll be heading to Pullman. That Thursday night game with Washington State. Wazoo's 4-3. They've lost 2 straight games, though.
Rising toward the end zone, and it is caught. And Dixon goes home. Throws, and it's caught. End zone touchdown. Pick it up, and that's a pick six. Clark Phillips has it. Good big stroke in.
All right, it's time to get serious. Bye week's over. Utes, it's time to lock in. They're tied for second with USC, UCLA. Oregon obviously on top. It's kind of getting to crunch time. There's so many scenarios here in play with the Pac-12 championship. Who gets in and who doesn't? Can you simplify it for us?
Simply, Utah just win, take care of your business, and we go home. That's exactly what it is. We get to the Pac-12 championship. But there's too many things to figure out this early. Actually, it's midway through conference play, but we got to wait until later on in the season. That big week against Oregon, which is the week that USC, UCLA plays, that's going to be the big determining factor.
So you're saying 1 week at a time?
1 week.
1 week at a time, right? Well,
fine, Coach.
You did say, though, that they've got to win out. If they're going to do that, what do they have to do differently maybe from this first half of the season to take care of that?
Well, besides the obvious, we need a kicker, right? We've been put in way too many predicaments. But defensively, we need to work on our pre-snap communication. We've had horrible pre-snap communication in spurts this season that's put us in bad positions, like the UCLA game here. We had 3 guys on one side. Next thing you know, it's a 70-yard under-route touchdown for UCLA. And then also pre-snap communication helps us. And so when we do well, we have good pre-snap communication. It leads to big plays for this defense. Turnovers and then big sacks like this in this USC game. Because we had good pre-snap communication, on the backside, the defensive backs did their business, made Caleb Williams hold the ball here, and then Gabe Reed gets a 20-yard sack. Here, these DBs do a great job. Caleb Williams doesn't have an open window, so he tries to extend the play with his legs, and the next you know, those D linemen get on him. So I think that the biggest thing from the first 7 games that I saw, if Utah handles their business by working on their pre-snap communication, make sure everybody knows what they're doing, everything will take care of itself.
Communication and knowing what you're doing. That's pretty simple, right? That's the formula. Now back to college football. The 14th ranked Utah Utes are back in action this week. A tough trip to Pullman Thursday to take on the Washington State Cougars. Kickoff time is 8 p.m. and the forecast says the temperature will be right around 40 degrees at kickoff on the Palouse. It's going to be crisp. Both teams have the benefit of the bye week. The Utes put that time to good use. The win over USC was incredible, but far from perfect. Plenty of correction and practice needed for this team, according to Clark Phillips, as they try to repeat as Pac-12 champs.
We try to get better every single week, but I'd say we definitely got to be better in the back end, the secondary, as well as the front 7. We got to make sure that we're getting pressure on the queue, and we just got to make sure we continue to cover, and make plays on the ball. We really want to force turnovers, and that's something that we didn't really do very good this past game. We look forward to every challenge, and this one is going to be the most important one. We got a big bye week coming up, so we want to get the recovery, get the rest, and also prepare the best so that we can go dominate those guys.
All right, for this week's archive, we're going to go back a decade, 11 years to be exact. The first year in the Pac-12 for the Utes when they traveled to Pullman in late November. The first score of the game came from punter Sean Selwood. He threw a pass on a fake to Luke Matthews for a 49-yard touchdown. As the game went on, the snow started to fall. And John White, the 4th, he got stronger. He carried the ball 42 times for 192 yards, including a 56-yard touchdown run in the snow. In the 4th quarter, Wazoo would rally in that 4th and kicked a game-tying field goal from the time expired to force overtime. In OT, Mo Lee picked off Connor Halliday for the 2nd time, and Coleman Peterson would send the Utes home with a 38-yard field goal in the snow. A memorable moment up in Pullman.